Guys, one of the most heavily debated conversations out there regarding XRP is can it and will it hit 10K or above? Like what we've seen Bitcoin do since inception, go from 0 to over 70K. In 15 years, Bitcoin has made remarkable moves. Will XRP hit that 4 to 5 digit mark? Now, in this video, guys, I want to talk to you about why the thesis and idea regarding this just got a lot stronger. And I want to put it in very simple terms in a short video. All I ever ask is if you do like talking about XRP and digital assets, guys, you know what to do. Go ahead and drop an X in the comment section, smash that like button, share the video far and wide. Let others know what is truly happening here in this digital revolution, as I want to first start right here.
Base Philadelphia bank, Republic First Bank, was collapsed and was seized by state regulators. Fulton Bank reached an agreement with regulators to take over Republic's first nearly 3 dozen branches in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and New York. They will reopen under the Fulton Bank name. This branch in Media already has a temporary sign-up. This is the first regional banking failure this year.
Now, as we can see, guys, this is the first U.S. bank failure this year, but not the first U.S. bank failure. We are starting to see a trend, as now regulators are to take over nearly 3 dozen branches in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and New York. Now, how does XRP come into this equation? Well, XRP has always been a solution for the big banks. It's called the banker's coin, right? And why have we not seen appreciation? As I'm sure some of you out there are saying, whoa, bro, pump the brakes. Can we at least hit $1 first? And do you realize what the market cap would be if it were to hit that 10,000 mark? I completely understand this. But before we get into what I have to say regarding this and when this can happen, understand there has never been a cryptocurrency in history solve this type of problem. We have never seen a digital revolution like this, a full transfer of the way we do finance. And so it's very easy for someone to not understand it because, quite frankly, it's never happened. This is the first time in history this has ever happened. And with the SEC having a wet blanket over Ripple for some time now, it has been increasingly hard. Now, what I do like to tell, it's been increasingly hard for people to see, that is. Now, what I do like to tell people is there's a big difference between an investor and a gambler. See, a gambler will go in between trades. They will look for meme coins, things pumping in the short term, and they will go after it. Versus an investor is someone that has a vision and is able to buy, hold, and see where the value truly is in the market. And I believe that is XRP. As I want to put this one on your radar.
30 to 50 trillion. All on XRPL, trading on Artex.
Here we go.
Find my original projections, but the total market is 1.4 quadrillion, everything that's ever out there. And if you start looking across any of those asset classes, they're all starting to move on chain already. And the ease with which we've seen people interested in money market funds, tokenized treasuries, and those types of instruments, the support for stable coins, when you're talking about replacing cash, when I see DTCC, Euroclear, Clearstream, you know, it only takes one of them to flip onto natively digital, and that's trillions of assets on its own that move. So, you know, tens of trillions, I think we could see. And bearing in mind it's 1.4 quadrillion, this is still a tiny slice of a huge market. You know, 30 to 50 trillion, all on XRPL, trading on Artex.
Here we go. $50 trillion.
Again, guys, big difference between an investor and a gambler. 50 trillion coming to the XRPL is nothing when we take a look at the overall financial system being well over 1.4 quadrillion. I get it, that's hard for some people to fathom and understand, but the world of finance is vast, and XRP specifically is the #1 cryptocurrency out there that has made itself, that has molded itself and put itself in a perfect position to work with the banks. We know well over 100 are currently working with Ripple. We know hundreds of banks are in conversations with Ripple. We've got that confirmed. We also know there are 1,700 NDAs, non-disclosure agreements out there. And so when we talk about the flip of the switch and what Brad Garlinghouse means, once we are done with the SEC, a lot of individuals out there do believe we will see XRP shoot up in a straight line, because at that point in time, the big banks, the international banks that we know are are working with Ripple and their technology on the XRPL are going to be able to start using this in massive quantities. Recently, we heard the president, Monica Long, come out and talk about how Ripple itself has no ODL partners. Well, in a roundabout way, they certainly do, right? We know organizations out there are in fact using ODL technology, but it's not done directly with Ripple. Once you see this case go away, move out of the way, which I do believe is right around the corner, as we have a Ripple versus SEC update. If Sarah Netburn decides on April 29th that Ripple will have to pay out $10 million, that will be the end of the SEC case. This is how close we are, guys. It's just a matter of time until we get that official statement. And so, personally, could we have a flip of the switch and see the price of XRP absolutely skyrocket? Absolutely we can. Now, we do have to understand, though, business typically is more cautious than that. We are still in infancy stages. I believe it's going to unravel over time, but you are going to start seeing a flood of volume, a flood of capital coming into XRP. But what people need to understand and not forget, market cap has nothing to do with the utility token that is going to be used globally. See, that is the key. That's always been the key, because a lot of times people look at certain individual companies like Tesla or Apple or Google and say, well, look at their market cap. Do you really think the XRP's market cap could be all of those combined? Well, when you take a look at a banking solution for international banks, the biggest in the world, top 10 banks, yes, I do. As recently stated, 50 trillion coming into the XRPL will be nothing. It's hard for us to fathom because we just haven't seen it yet. But that's not to say it's not going to happen. I believe right now, whether you're for XRP or not, everyone in the cryptocurrency space should be rooting on Ripple, but XRP specifically, because of the opportunity it offers us all. Even if you're not an investor, this is going to help decentralize the world, move the world forward. This is a humanitarian effort to push the world forward financially, and I think the XRP is obviously the best slated opportunity out there. They're obviously working with more institutions, banks, governments than anyone out there. Is a 10K XRP possible? I believe long term, yes. When it will happen, anyone's guess, guys. I do know there's 1,700 NDAs sitting on the sidelines right now, ready to pile in capital into XRP, because guys, that's the key here. What we will see in the future is a high price for XRP, quite frankly, because it doesn't make sense to use XRP without it being a high price like a 10K. If you're moving trillions of value, billions worth of value, like David Schwartz, the CTO of Ripple, has said in the past, it has to be a high price. It has to be done in the 4 to 5 digits to move trillions for international banks, and that is what they have always sought after, is the international banks, the big banks. They could care less about you and I, small retail guys. I don't have the ability, you don't have the ability to move the price of XRP. What does in a big way is the international banks. Again, there's a big difference from an investor and a gambler. What are you is what you have to decide when you take a look at XRP, because a flip of the switch is certainly possible for XRP, but it isn't for a meme coin built on Solana or any other chain that is here for hype. There's a big difference between hype versus true utility that the banking system has already adopted. Guys, that's all I got for you for now. If you don't mind clicking that like button, subscribe button, turn on those notification bells. We'll leave our Telegram and Twitter in a pinned comment section, and I'll see you in the next one.